Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Okay, there's been a very interesting survey that's come out, done by the IRR. And just to give the methodology and accuracy of the data, which we'll go through, quantitative data was collected from 978 subjects, all of whom are registered voters, between the 22nd of August and the 2nd of September 2018. So this is about 6 months ago. According to the IRR, the results of this research are not a prediction, rather than more of a snapshot in time. The purpose of the poll was to assess voter preferences, attitudes, and the South African political landscape. It observed the competence of political parties on a national scale, party favourability, the contestation of the coveted Gauteng region, and the relevance of land as a priority. Now that's a really interesting outcome in this particular survey. The number presented in the poll are not absolutely definitive. A 3% margin of error means, for example, the DA, which comes out with 23%, could be on 20% or 26%. And because the sample for Gauteng is smaller, thus with a 6% margin of error, the possible spread for each party is bigger, the IRR noted in the report. The poll actually suggested that the EFF's support base has increased by 7% since the last election, which is a huge growth. Really, really concerning growth. One of the more interesting interpretations of the data showed a marked increase in support for the EFF, especially in the Gauteng region. Although when responding to the question, if a national election was taking place today, which party would you vote for, 52% of all voters chose the ANC. Only 52%. Compared to the actual results of the 2014 general election, this saw a 10% decrease in support of the ANC in the Gauteng area. The EFF, on the other hand, only managed to scrape 13% of the support. Julius Malema would agree with the data, but as compared as 2014, this showed that support on a national scale has increased by 7%. A significant increase in support for the EFF more than doubles its 2014 election result of 7%. That increase has come from the ANC, down significantly from its 2014 election result of 62%. Now, Gauteng is really going to become a key swing province, according to this report. The data also showed that the Red Berets enjoyed the second biggest share of the spoils in black voter support, with 16%, while the Democratic Alliance, or DA, only managed to scrape in 10%. The Blues did, however, attract the largest share of minority voters, with a staggering 71%, while the EFF only accrued a meagre 1%. So the EFF's support base is clearly the black Africans. No one else really has any interest in the party. And it really demonstrates what happens when you've got an overwhelming number of people within one community who are looking for everything for free. Gauteng is one of the most important key swing provinces. Since the province is South Africa's most populous, political parties are likely to mark this as a hot environment for campaigning. Therefore, according to the data, the ANC would still enjoy majority rule if elections were to be held tomorrow. A significant indicator, one should note though, is the EFF's increased support in the region. And when it comes to land reform, this is a very interesting and important result. The poll also found that land reform was not the most pressing priority for South Africans. As little as 6% of the subjects identified this as a matter of great importance. Jobs and unemployment, as expected, received the largest share of the votes, with 47% of the subjects indicating that this was South Africa's biggest issue. The IRR concluded its findings by noting the perceived increase in support the EFF had garnered over the years. It pointed to the ANC as a reason for this. Its support has come at the expense of the ANC, which is at 52%. However, its support is fragile. If turnout drops, EFF support drops in turn, while the DA support increases from 23% to 27%, the IRR explained. So this is a very, very interesting report because it demonstrates the growth of the EFF while they be making land their big issue, which is really of no interest to the general population. The big thing is employment or jobs. Anyway, look, one can now understand why Ace Mashubala, the Secretary General of the ANC, has pleaded with Malema to come back to the ANC fold. Well, they are so transparent. When you've got gangsters starting to take positions like Secretary Generals, then you know that you've got a problem in politics in South Africa. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great evening. Bye for now.